So in this video, we're going to start looking at kitchens and how we can add the different components of a kitchen into our floor plan. So we are looking again at the main floor, the first floor. And in the last video, we added some railing around the stairs. I've since rethought that and replaced the railing that was there with walls. So these walls just follow the stair opening. And what we're going to look at now is the next part of laying out kitchens. To get started, we're going to place our refrigerator, our oven, a dishwasher, and then some cabinets, some lower cabinets. To get started, component. In your properties menu, you've got really a whole bunch of options for different things you can place. Okay. And it is all in alphabetical order. I am going to start, because it works with my plan the best, with the refrigerator. So I'm in ours. Here's my refrigerator, and I can pick that and place it in my model. Okay. So when you initially place it, it can be hard to get it exactly where you want. I put it in here roughly. I think it's the way I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit escape a couple times. I'm going to click on the object, and I do want it right up against the wall. The best way to do that is to use the move tool, because it gives you these snap options. And a snap just means you're clicking on a precise point when you see the purple. In this case, it's a box around this end line. Okay, so I want to pick right in this back left corner. So I see the purple box around that. I could click, and then I can snap it to the very inside corner of my two walls. So right there. Okay, when you are doing this I am 95% confident is pointing the right direction because I've done it before. But when you begin placing this, you will not know that, okay? This will be your first time through it. What I do recommend is you take a look at your 3D view as you work. And 3D view will help you understand if you place things correctly. Okay, in this case, we can see there's the door of our fridge. It's pointing away from the wall. That's what we want. But if we had placed it and we saw that the door, for instance, was pointing back at the wall, we could just click on the refrigerator, and we could use the space bar on our keyboard to rotate that in increments of 90 degrees until we had it the way we want it. Okay. So I've done that. I like it. I'm happy with it. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to go back to my floor plan. And the next component that I'll be placing is my lower cabinets. So these are the cabinets that sit beneath your countertop on the floor. And you get one option, so you can go with 24-inch wide cabinets. That's what we're going to place. And again, when you place your first one, it's hard to get it exactly where you want it, okay? I think that's against the wall, but I'm not really sure. So what I can do is I can place it out here. I can hit escape twice. I can zoom in, and I can use my move command. If I want to pre-click on the cabinet, my move command comes up for me in the modify toolbar. Now I can click, I can snap right in that corner, and I can take it back to the wall. Okay. Once I've done that, I can hit escape. So I deselect the object, and now I'd like to place, let's look at my notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabinets all along this wall. To do that, I don't need to go back to component every time. I can select the cabinet, and I can come here to copy. And I can copy it from this very back left corner and drag it to touch the corner of my first cabinet. And if we were using AutoCAD, we'd keep clicking and clicking. It never leaves the copy command. Unfortunately, in Revit, it does. So a shortcut, instead of coming back to the icon and clicking copy every time, what you can do is on your keyboard, you can hit enter. That repeats your previous command, and you can select in your back left corner and connect it to back right corner of the previous cabinet. And you just keep repeating this process until you have the number of cabinets covering the amount of wall that you need to cover. Okay, so I'm hitting enter. I'm grabbing left clicking, and then placing by left clicking again. I'm going to zoom out and see how many I did. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'm happy. Okay, next thing I'm going to place is my oven. To do that, I'm going to go to the architecture tab. I'm going to click on component. I'm going to go to the drop down, and I am going to go down through the list, and it is called range. Okay, different name for an oven is a range. You click the one option that it gives you. You can come in and place it and try to line it up. In that case, it looks like that worked. I'm done with the range. I just want to have one more cabinet over here on the right side of the range. So I'm going to come over to this cabinet, again, copy command, go to the top left corner, click when it snaps, and then click when it snaps. So there's cabinets along my wall. Like I said, good idea to go to 3D view, see what that looks like. And we can orbit around a little bit and get a better look. Okay, so the cabinets are all pointing out. I'm seeing doors, which is a good thing. I do see open tops, but the countertop that we add later will cover that up. So next step, I'm going to add some cabinetry over here. This will be like a small island that will actually come all the way and touch this wall that separates the kitchen from the stairwell. So again, I'm going to components. And we are going to scroll up. Luckily, the cabinet is the very first item in the list. I'm going to come in here and place it. I can't really get it to snap exactly where I want, so I'm going to put it out here in space. And I'm going to hit escape. And when I click on it, move command becomes an option. We're going to go here and we're going to connect it so it's flush with this wall. So right here. Okay. I don't know how this cabinet is oriented in 3D space, so I'm going to check that out. I can see I've got the doors pointing out kind of towards the front of the house. I would like to have them pointing at the other cabinet doors. So I'm going to click onto here. I am going to hit my space bar. And with these cabinets, you get a 180-degree rotation or nothing. So it did orient it the way I wanted it to. Unfortunately, it moved it too close. So I'm going to come back to my first floor. And we're going to go back to move, grab in the top left corner. Be careful where you click, and go right flush to the wall. Beside this cabinet, what I would love to have is a dishwasher. Dishwasher is pre-done for you. We can go to components. And we're going to scroll down. First place I'm going to go is D and look for dishwashers. I've got my one option, so I'm going to place that. This overhead view of the dishwasher gives me an indication on orientation. At the bottom of the dishwasher right now, I can see there's two lines. That tells me that's the swing down door. So I want that facing 180 degrees to how it is now. So I'm going to hit the space bar twice. So I got it oriented right, and then I'm going to place it. I'm going to hit escape twice. I'm going to click on the dishwasher, and I'm going to use the move tool. I'm going to get right in that top left corner again, and I'm going to place it right up against my cabinet. I'm almost done. So next step, I want two more cabinets on the right side of this dishwasher. To do that, I'm going to pre-select that cabinet. I'm going to go to the copy command, and I'm going to click here and make sure I'm lining up where I think I am. And I'm going to hit enter on my keyboard because I want to copy one more time. I'm going to select top left and go to top right. Okay, we're going to hit the escape key. And as a matter of good practice, we're going to go back to our 3D view and make sure things are, in fact, how we think they are. So if we orbit around, we can zoom in and we can see that my dishwasher door is facing out like I want it, and my cabinet doors are facing the cabinet doors on the other wall. So that's my kitchen layout. This is kind of like a galley style kitchen, which is cabinets on each side. Okay, so cabinets on two walls. Top view looks like that. What we're going to do in the next video is add countertops between the refrigerator and the range. Small one over here on the right of the range, and then two actually one full countertop will cover these 3 cabinets, and it'll also go over top of the dishwasher. Thanks for watching, and we'll speak again in the next video.